Bird Joyful. He's about 3 weeks old, and he lost his parents, unfortunately. I have two dogs, so they came out of the bird cage and the dogs killed them. So I was a little worried because I didn't know how to feed him, and he would always cry. So I decided to go to the swap meet, and I bought Baby Exact hand feeding formula. And this is going to help him with his growth and development because it has omega-3. So what I do is I grab the little scoop inside here. I fill it all the way up. And then he needs to be fed about 3 to 5 times a day. So it's a lot of feeding. He's just like a baby. So I could use this little clear container. And I put some of the food in there, 1 scoop only, and I use some of my filter water. You can use regular water. And I fill it up with a little bit of water, but not that much because I don't want the food to be very watery, and that's why I don't want it to be so thick. Just want it to be perfect to feed them. So I stir it up with this little syringe. But see how it looks really thick like that? I don't want it like that. So what I do is I put a little bit of more water. Once you add a little bit of water, it should be looking like this. It's not very thick or very watery. So then you grab your syringe that you need to use the syringe to feed the baby bird because you can use your hands or a spoon or anything like that. So you fill it up all the way to where it says ml5. Fill it up all the way. Once you fill it up, you want to make sure it's filled all the way complete. You see how it has that little gap like that? So just pour it back in if it's not completely filled, and you want to do it again. All the way. So once you fill it up all the way, you want to make sure that you clean the tip, okay? You can get these at Walmart or any drugstore. So it should be filled all the way like this, complete. And then this syringe, you can get it either at Walgreens or at CVS. It doesn't matter. You can get it at any store. So once you do that, then you're going to grab your baby bird. Oh, first, you're going to make sure you get napkins in this little blankie that I have. So once I feed it, it gets really sleepy, and then I wrap him up so he can fall asleep. One more thing. When you put water in here, you want to make sure it's room temperature. You don't want to put hot water or cold water because the hot water would burn the bird, and the cold water makes their stool really hard. So you want to make sure that it's room temperature. Okay, and then this product here, you can as well find it at the swap meet, and it costs $25. And it will last for a really long time because you don't want to make a lot of food. This little container can last almost all day long. You as well want to feed him 3 to 5 times a day. Look at how cute he is, and he's ready to eat. So once you fill it up all the way complete like this at the 5 ml and it's completely full, you just grab the little birdie in your hand, and then you just put the syringe in his mouth. Then he will open the mouth, and then you just start feeding him. So right now he's probably not that hungry because I have been feeding him. And he's just like a baby. He cries when he's hungry. So you see how you put the syringe? Once you have fed him all the way, all this little syringe completely, when he's not hungry, he doesn't open his mouth anymore. You see how he's trying to get away from me? And he's not really opening his mouth because he's already full. But that's how you feed him. So then when you're done feeding him, you want to make sure that you clean his little beak, because you don't want him to be dirty because it gets stuck. You just want to use a little paper towel. You want to probably wet it a little bit so it's not hard on his beak. Wet it a little bit and then just clean him. And then see, he's done eating. Once he's done eating, you just put him inside this little blanket. And then you wrap them up because you want to put them to sleep because they like to be in the warm. Then you just put them to sleep. Don't cover his head completely because you want him to breathe. And then he will go to sleep.